what's a big realization you've come to at this stage of your life in regards to your success? I'd say the biggest thing is, I have had my agency for 4.5 years now, coming on to 5 years. There's always peaks and troughs in terms of your success. And there's always peaks and troughs in terms of the amount of effort you put in and your focus and whatnot. And there's seasons. And I think the biggest thing that I've realized is learning how the ebbs and flows and learning how the seasons come and go and kind of accommodating to that. I know me personally, between October and April, there is nothing I care about except for work. I guess granted, my 21st birthday, I guess I'm kind of blowing off some steam. Really, I should not have had that onboarding call today, but I think I'm a bit of a crack addict when it comes to work sometimes. But anyways, long story short, I'd say the most important thing I've realized is just consistency beats everything. I've seen so many people come and go because they have this quick spark of success and they can put in a ton of effort in one little block or one little season, but they can't do it consistently over years and years. And I think that I've said this before, this is I guess the thing that I'm most grateful for when it comes to agency life is every year just compounds on itself. You have more clients, you have more case studies, you have more your name and your agency name has more weight in your industry. You get more referrals, and it really builds this flywheel effect that kind of pays dividends over the years. So yeah, I guess that's one of the biggest things I would say is that, if you can stay consistent at it for years and years and years and ride out the storms of the different seasons, that's how you're going to win in this game. So that, and I guess when it comes to success, you reach a precipice where you hit all of your goals. I mean, I think it really was, I think making my first million at the age of 18 kind of put things into perspective where you hit your goal. You hit this monumental thing that you've been thinking about for so long. And then from there, it's kind of a letdown because it's never what you think it's going to be. And, one thing that I found so interesting is it was actually, this time or a little later, earlier on I guess this year past in 2020, where the Michael Jordan documentary came out, and I was so excited for that because I've read everything there is to read about Michael Jordan and his success, and I was so excited to see what finally made him tick. And you watch The Last Dance, and I think it's 10 episodes or 10, I think it's 10 episodes, and I was thinking there was gonna be some secret trick or tactic or hack, something that Michael Jordan could give away. And what I realized was it really was for the love of the game. And so many people ask me now at this stage where, I could retire and then many times over, why do you still keep going at it? And for me, it really is a love of the game. And it really is the reward you get from the game is getting to sit down at your desk and continue to play it. And look, I've always said to you guys, I'm not, my dying passion is not my agency, but every single day I sit down and I look at kind of all the systems that I've collated in my agency, and I look at I have a macro view of where things are at. And for me, my love of the game is seeing where my weakness is. For me, looking at 2020, my weakness, and it really wasn't a weakness, it was just something that my focus for 2020 was client retention, and we've really done that, and we've gone into 2021 keeping most of the clients that we've had in 2020. And I had to become a lot more selective in 2020 as the clients that I worked with, because I knew, basically I wanted to get my average lifetime value of a client or average retention of a client to 9 months. And for some people that might not seem like a lot, or that may not seem like a monumental task, but you need to remember, in 2020, my minimum retainer was 3 months. So, sometimes you'll have clients who stay for 3 months. Sometimes you'll have clients who stay for 22 months. And for me, that blend together in 2019 came out to 6.8. So I knew that if I could bring it to 9 or 10, that would increase my bottom line by many, many fold over. And, we managed to accomplish that in 2020. So I wanted to get to a 9-month retention. We managed that. You guys saw me close many clients in 2020 with a 5 or 6 month minimum. That's all we did. Well, except for 2 clients that we did a rolling month by month. One was a dating app, just, new territory. I was almost more scared to sign them than they were to, come on board with us. So I want to just make sure the contract was flexible. But yeah, long story short, we've increased our minimum length of term, and we were able to hit that 9-month average retention, or at least looking at the clients that we signed in 2020. So yeah, that's I guess another little tidbit for you guys.